The boots that we're going to be working on today belong to a very famous boot enthusiast and reviewer. He has a huge channel on social media and YouTube, so let's break these apart and get this resole done for him. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is Pablo from DMARS Shoe Repair, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting in suspense any longer. These boots belong to Dale from Dale's Leatherworks. Dale is an avid boot reviewer, boot collector, boot enthusiast. He has, in my opinion, the best boot review channel on YouTube. He dives so deeply into the brands, the leathers, the constructions, the history of these companies. I just love watching his videos. So it's going to be an honor to take these apart and do a custom resole just for him. So the pair of boots that we're working on today are a pair of White's boots out of Spokane, Washington. If you're into boots, you know White's. They're one of the best boot makers in the world. They specifically specialize in double stitch down and stitch down constructions. This is a Goodyear welted construction, so it's a little bit easier to resole and customize. So it's going to be a lot of fun to break these apart and then tell you guys what's on the inside. All right, so we've taken apart these White's boots. This is a rough out leather, which is a very, very tough, durable leather. So it's really just the smooth side that's flipped out to the reverse side. Gives you that nappy kind of suede look. And then if you look on the inside, this is unlined and you have a smooth leather facing the inside. Other than that, kind of a traditional Goodyear welted boot. Leather footbed with a gemming that's glued, and then the welt stitched to the boot and the gemming. So in terms of White's constructions, this would be kind of their lower end boot because they obviously specialize in double stitch down and hand welt stitch down. So this, I think from what I gather, they're more mass produced. They kind of maybe don't even make them in the same factory as a stitch down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Other than that, it is an absolute pleasure to be working on these because I have the utmost respect for Dale. Dale has done a couple reviews on me and my shop and has said very, very many nice things about me and the work that I do. So I'm very honored to kind of repay the favor because I totally have so much respect for what he does, his channel. He's the ultimate boot nerd, and the way he dives deep into boot reviews is just incredible. He's done and given so much to the community. So the real cool part about this pair here that we're working on is that I'm going to actually meet Dale at boot camp in November in Chicago. And I'm going to have these on display at our booth. And Dale's going to pick them up himself. So it'll be great to see him and pass these off to him. So hopefully I can do these justice on the resole. All right, so we are starting the rebuilding process, and the original welts that came on here are storm welts, and they're stitched 360 degrees around the boot. So I'm gonna try to kind of refine and make the boot a little more sleek, have a better profile. So I'm gonna switch to a flat welt. The storm welts are a bit more bulky. And then my plan is to stitch it 360 onto the boot, but on my outsole stitcher, just stitch at 270, and that way I can taper the heel, make it a little bit more sleeker, add a bit of a dogger finish, just to make this boot a little bit more refined. Because I think Dale got this boot and he just wasn't really wearing it, because it's kind of just a really basic, rubber midsole with a honey lug on top. Kind of boring boot. Very nice boot, but for the collection he has, I can see why he wasn't wearing it very often. So I want him to actually want to wear this pair of boots. So I want to just make some tweaks and hopefully make them a lot better for them. All right, guys, so we wrapped up the welting process and then we went ahead and added some more components to the rebuild. And originally they had these fiberglass shanks. I'm actually a fan of fiberglass shanks. I don't think they're bad at all, but I did upgrade them slightly to a heavy-duty steel shank. I know Dale loves to overbuild his boots, so I wanted to give him just that extra arch support and durability. We use a cork for the filler layer, and then I use a 11-12 ounce leather midsole. That's a very, very, very beefy leather midsole. Again, with the whole theme of the overbuild and overkill. Make sure these are strong and rugged, because I know Dale's worn very, very well-made boots for many, many years. So I want these to feel proper for him. And then we're going to do a Dr. Sole half sole. This is the raw corded sole. So this has little bits of raw cord infused into it. It has a really, really cool effect when it's all finished and sanded. So we're going to hop on to the next steps, start doing some sanding, some stitching, some heel installation, and get these wrapped up for our buddy Dale. All right, so we got a couple new sewing machines. Well, old but new to us sewing machines in the shop. So this is a Yamata 810 post bed sewing machine. This one has a roller foot. This foot rolls on the material that you're sewing, whereas our other machines, they have walking foots where they go up and down. So this material will never move while you're stitching it, so it gives you very, very precise stitching. I'll show you here how it works. You can see the control of the machine too and how slowly I can push that needle in. Can also go really fast. All right, and then the second machine we have new to the shop is this Adler patcher. We have another patcher, which is a Clays that's been around here for about 30 years. So eventually it is going to die down. So the patcher is the most used machine typically in a shoe repair shop. And our old patcher has gotten just unbelievable amount of use over the years. So we have this one all tuned up and ready to go. And as you can see, this one has like a long cylinder arm, so you can fit, you know, bags and big objects, big boots through the shaft here. And I'll show you how this one stitches. So this one has a walking foot, which will pull the material whichever way the foot's facing. And these machines can go through extremely thick leather with ease, as you can see with this piece here. All right, guys, I really buckled down and focused on this resole project. As you can see, we're near completion. Did a lot of sanding, some outsole stitching, some custom nail work and screw work, attached the heels, did some nailing there. Now I'm just doing some very fine sanding, and then we'll finish off the edges and the boots will be done. And I just want to let you guys know that when I am doing a resole project, I'm always thinking about patterns and color schemes. So what I saw with this boot was a black upper with like a off-white stitching. So I wanted to do kind of a similar theme on the bottom with the black leather sole, black rubber bottoms, and then the off-white or white stitching, just to kind of have a nice transition from top to bottom. And then for the edging here, I want to keep it probably like a natural burnish look, just so you have, you know, the black and white, and then you can see the leather, because Dale is a leather connoisseur, so I know he really appreciates, you know, all the stacks and materials of leather here. And another thing I know Dale loves about leather is making leather goods. So this apron here that I'm wearing, he made for me about 3 years ago, and I've worn it every day since. I get endless compliments about this, the way it's worked in and full of glue marks and cut marks. It's really actually saved my body quite a few times too. And another thing Dale does is make custom footbeds. So these were in the boots that he sent me, and these are just beautiful, thick vegetable tan insoles. He has different thicknesses and can make you all sorts of sizes. So that's his logo right there. And his website is dalesleatherworks.com. He makes beautiful belts, beautiful bracelets, and he just sources and curates the finest quality leathers you can find on the market. So again, almost done this boot, and just do some final sanding here, make sure everything's smooth and perfect, and we'll wrap this project up. So I just applied my neutral edge dressing. As you can tell, this adds a nice burnished look to the leather without actually adding any color or pigment. So after that dries, we'll give it a nice buff. It'll bring it up to a really beautiful natural leather shine, and then this project will be finished. All right, guys, so I'm very excited to present these boots to Dale at boot camp on Saturday, November 8th in Chicago. For those of you who don't know, boot camp is this really cool event for boot enthusiasts, collectors, makers, cobblers, anyone who loves footwear or leather. We gather in last 2 years we're in Brooklyn. This year, like I said, is in Chicago. The event is hosted by Stitchdown. They're a huge online platform based on footwear and leather goods. So this is just to geek out and nerd out with your favorite boot makers and of course your favorite cobblers, Steve and myself. So these will be on display at our booth. And again, just to run these down, what we did, brand new welts, midsoles, heel stacks, Dr. Sole raw cord soles and heels. And like I was saying, for the color pattern going on here, I try to kind of have a plan in mind. So here you see we have brass hardware on the eyelets and hooks. So I made sure I put brass eyelets on my egglet tips, and then the brass nails and the brass screws, so that all ties in together. We had the black and the cream stitching, which is the same thing I did on the welt, and the same thing I did on the sole bottom. Black, black, cream. So I hope Dale loved these. I really fortified them, gave them a brand new look. If you guys like the video, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, and we'll be sure to see you on the next video.